Boop. All right. I think we're live. For some odd reason, the theme music wouldn't play again, so I don't know what the hell's going on. Thumb me up, Minx, if you can hear me. All right. I love it. I love it. What's up to everybody out there on Facebook land, Twitch, Periscope, Caffeine TV was good, YouTube was good. It's Wednesday and it's time for the Random Talking Indie Music Show. Brought to you by these two lovely ladies you see in front of you. It's your girl 759, always on the screen and on the scene, ready to do my thing. Joined by my co-host and her little mini me. There she go. Oh my goodness. Joined by my co-host, the Bronx Bully, the beast from the east with the gap in the teeth, but it's perfectly okay. You know what I'm saying? AKA Merciless Minx, AKA Mugshot Minx. This girl, Minx Couture, Minx Contour, Minx Cuda. Call it what you want to call it. Just don't call it copycat. Do they dig, Minx, or do they dig?
I hope they dig.
And if not, we got two words for you. Home Depot. Listen, today's show is going to be all over the place because, me being me, I I have no graphics pulled up. I do have a couple of things for Retro Wednesday, which is also tonight. Y'all stick around for that, and y'all stick around for that good old Retro Wednesday. I do got a couple of old gems dug up from the vault, but nothing too exciting. Nothing too exciting. Like I said, I didn't have any topics pulled up, but we'll wing it.
Yes,
We will. We will indeed wing it because we put random talk in the Random Talking Indie Music Show. That's what we do. Minx, what's going on with you, man?
Well, I had an accident today.
Uh, Go Minx.
Pretty bad. Hold on, let me just share my camera over at Caffeine. Here we go.
All right.
Yes, so I had a slight accident today.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
What
All right,
you done did?
all right. So basically, last night after I spoke with you, hold on. Yes. So
She's talking to you.
last night after I heard, actually after I spoke with you, I said, you know what? Let me go and do my eyebrows. I haven't plucked them or shaved them or just touched them up in the right way. And what? Go eat. Good job. I got you some good stuff. Today's Wednesday. It's Boston Market Wednesday. So so basically,
Boston
you know,
Market.
I love Boston Market. Yo, their apple pie is crinac. So basically, I did my eyebrows. I was chilling, and then I use like a straight razor. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I took the blade out and I put the blade away. Like I normally do. And I don't know if it was my ancestors today. I don't know if it was the good load, but today I was looking for my AirPods. I couldn't find them. I fell asleep with them on. I was watching some YouTube videos last night. And when I went past her potty, I stepped in the razor.
Ouch.
It was legit stuck in my foot, like at least this much.
Ow.
And had just left. So I said, I called him. I said, yo, you got to come back up here because I'm bleeding pretty bad. So he's like, what did you do? I said, yo, I stepped on a razor. He's like, the razors I told you not to use in the room. I said, I didn't ask for a lecture, Daddy. Just get your ass up here. So
Oh no, you're going to get a lecture.
it was pretty bad. I had to
But
go.
you still have a foot, right?
I still have a foot. I
Oh,
just had
good.
to wear something that I never wear because I feel like I'm Pocahontas in this house.
Oh my gosh.
I don't like to wear shoes or slippers and stuff like that. Like I feel like I'm in the house. I should be able to be in my bare feet.
See,
But
that's the thing with me. I can't walk barefoot. And I know it's my house, but I've never been one to walk barefoot in any house that I've ever moved in. I've always had on socks or some type of slides or something like that.
And you know what? I have
And
slides.
it called me weird, but I sleep in socks. So
Oh yeah, that's some weirdo shit. What's up, Steve? No, I think people that wear socks to bed are like the most weirdest people. Cause it's like, I gotta, you're supposed to wrap your feet around the blanket.
mm-mm,
And then it's supposed to act as a oversized sock.
mm-mm. See, the thing with me is, it is not that I'm not keeping my feet. I don't like people touching my feet, so I take care of my feet the best way I can. However, I don't like dry ass skin. So the minute that I have a dry ass heel or a dry ass, the ball of your foot, when I get a little callousy, a little dry, from walking all day, and it get the scratching the sheets and shit. Now I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning looking for a foot scrubber or some toenail clippers to clip the damn skin off because it bothers me that it scratches the sheets and the blankets. This bothered me as a kid, so therefore, ever since then, I wear socks,
See, that's crazy.
and I don't get hot because
My
I
grandmother.
sleep with a fan on, and I sleep with my feet outside the cover.
Oh yeah, you really want to get snatched up by the boogeyman.
Hey, they don't hang off the bed at all. I
How do
learned
you
that
know?
lesson.
How do you know if you sleeping, bruh? If you sleeping, you don't know if your feet gonna be dangling off the bed, and then you got
No, my feet. I'm short. My feet don't dangle at
you got the monster under the bed, like ooh, yummy.
toes.
No,
Like no. My feet don't. They can't dangle nowhere.
yes, State Fleet. You actually, she'll probably come back. He said, "Did we miss Miss Gina's?"
She made her entrance early tonight, but she probably will be back through here sometime later on during the broadcast.
She'll be back when she's gonna come and ask me, "Mommy,
See, look at that. She's back by popular demand. They want to see Gina now. That's cool.
They love her. That's why I said I'm gonna probably just make some. Like she has said, she said to me earlier this week that really bothered me. Now we over here talking about our merch and our lack of merch and the fact that we have not had merch. So she says to me, because I had the RTIM shirt on, and she says to me, I'm mad at you, mommy. And I'm like, why? She said, because I don't ever get any merch. I said, oh my God, really? So she's like, yeah, I want a Randy talking indie music shirt. I said, okay, well, we will make kid sizes just for you. But
Yes, we will.
I will say, guys, to open the show, me and 759, we weren't really thinking about doing like a audio only podcast type of shit. We wanted to just be like, the whole social broadcast and just chilling. And then, one day I just said, you know what, let's just archive these the right way and just have it available for people if they can't watch, but they want to listen. Like we're live right now on our app. Those of you guys that are tuned in, shout out to y'all, but we're live. So I said, you know what? Let's do that. Let me add that into the rotation during the day, get some plays and shit like that. So mind you, my podcast is on Spotify. It's on iHeart. It's on every single streaming platform that you could think of. Our podcast is just exclusive on binksradio.com. Please explain to us. And this is why I really think that there's some sort of like Spotify algorithm tampering going on, because
Oh boy.
we uploaded our last 3 episodes to our app. And in a matter of how many days has this been? Like 3 days now?
About 3 days now.
Okay, 3 days now. We have gotten 106 downloads.
Wait a minute. I just saw the inbox that you sent me that we had gotten like 50 something.
We got 50 something yesterday. But all
And day one it was like 40 something.
yes, so all together it's like 100. It's over 100 downloads. Is what I'm in shock about.
Off of 3 episodes.
Off of 3 episodes, and
That's
within
what's up.
the last month on the Mink Show podcast that's been uploaded from the RSS feed, I had about 87 plays. 87 downloads. So I'm like, how the fuck is this 87 downloads? And Spotify. So wait a minute. So I went onto my analytics, and I'm like, how is my podcast getting more streams on our own network than is on Spotify and Apple? It's like 87% of my listeners are from my app, and Spotify and everywhere else, it's totally less than that. This just
Wow.
goes to show you, like, and we didn't even add, this is what's crazy. The app that we are hosting the show from is an international app that prominent figures in radio use, like CBS. CBS uses it to, they because they have so many listeners. This was just an easier app for people worldwide to connect and listen to what's in the States. Because this is a worldwide application, this is a worldwide download. The fact that you have more people overseas, because everybody wants that overseas fans, more people overseas have been listening to the RTIM show than our own fucking Facebook. What is up with
Go figure. Listen, I'm not surprised, but I mean, shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is the reason why we're doing it. We already knew, going in, even before we even linked up, I knew going in that if my old podcast, Live from 805, if that ever had jumped, I knew I was going to get more support outside of Lynchburg and Virginia for sure. But when I saw the analytics and was looking at, Africa and India and all these other places, and the percentages was, of course the US got the highest percentage because this is where I'm based.
Right.
But I'm still getting those international numbers. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't pay too much attention to my Facebook numbers because, it's Facebook.
He says overseas been lit. Yes.
Overseas been lit. And also, I wanted to point out, because we keep missing it. We have, this is what, episode 167?
This is going to be 167.
We have been doing Random Talk Indie Music Show since November of 2019.
Yes, it's almost our anniversary.
And we're almost at 200 episodes already.
Almost, yeah.
And this is what happens when you just, you jump in, you have fun. You don't, we never titled our episodes because everybody's titling. We've never put, I never thought to do that on my old podcast. I was like, I just want to have fun with it. And I used to save all the live feeds and this, that, and the third, but I never really paid attention to the episode number itself until you told me that we had over 70 shows on Stationhead before we started cross-platforming.
Right.
We were exclusively on Stationhead.
Mm-hmm.
And we were doing what? First we were doing what, Saturday shows?
No, we were doing Monday.
We were Monday through Friday.
Yeah, Monday through Friday from 7 to 9.
And then it got to where we had to break it down because of her podcast and my work schedule at the time. And I was like, yo, this is going to wear us out before, we can really have fun with this. So let's chop it down.
Right.
And then we went to Monday through Thursday. Well, she had her podcast on a Thursday before she moved to Friday. I said, okay, we'll drop Thursday. We've been Monday through Wednesday ever since.
This was all because, when you're talking about state fleets, he says that's where them bots and tomatoes are coming from overseas. Yep, that's exactly where the hell they're coming from. See, the thing is that when you do, this is what I had to learn, and I'm shout out to what's his face, TJ. We have to stop worrying about other people and how they move. I kept moving my podcast because I was tired of being on other people's schedule. And the way that I look at it is that, hey, does it matter that your podcast is the same time as mine, does it
Right.
matter? I mean, I have loyal listeners, whether they're going to tune in the live show, they're going to hit the replay. You know, they're not bound and held, you know, at gunpoint that you must be tuned in at 10 o'clock on Friday. Like, if you can't rock with me, cool. But at the end of the day, like, I look at other people and how they're moving, and they don't have remotely close to the same, like, loyalty that Minx Radio has, the podcast has, RTIM show has, the merch. Like,
But see, you know what? Because this is such a competitive, well, this is now a competitive uh, platform. You've got people in your own city. I don't know how it is in New York, but down here, everything's about competition, especially down in this little tiny ass city. Everything's about competition. So if I'm a rapper and I drop a mixtape, say on a Tuesday, 15 other people won't drop a mixtape on a Tuesday because I'm dropping a mixtape on a Tuesday. So when I was doing my podcast was on Saturdays/Sundays, and you know, it was strictly on Sundays at first. But then my work schedule would prevent me from, because I had to pull double shifts. I worked third shift at the time. So I said, okay, cool. I'll switch it to Saturdays. And then it was like everybody wanted to do a show on a Saturday.
Right.
We had 2 shows on at the same time. When I'm, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I wasn't mad at the person for doing so. Because it was like, you know, he wasn't really paying attention when Live from 805 gets on. He just wanted to get up and do his thing. All cool and dandy. But I also come to, like, I want to respect the people. Like, if I respect your platform, I'm not going to try to one-up you and go on the exact same time you do. Like, I want you, because your time slot is like a radio. It's like radio. Your time slot is your time slot.
Right.
So
And
if
I got to the point, I just don't care no more. Like literally,
yeah, at this point, I don't either.
I'm like, look, I've invested thousands of dollars into Minx Radio within the last 2 years. And with the changes that are going on, you know, all of the positive fruits that have bared from this tree,
Fruits.
you know, I just really can't, like, I don't really give a fuck about how anybody else is moving. You know, I just can't care about how any other people are moving. Like, people are watching me. They're watching me and what it is that's possible that we could do. Like today, I put up today is International Podcast Day.
Yeah. I had no idea.
Well, hey, Philo, you haven't been here in a while. So
Haven't heard that name in a while. What's up?
It's International Podcast Day, and I was able to tag 3 of the podcasts that we have on Minx Radio. I'm proud of that. You know, I hope to add more, but you know, just to run one podcast is definitely difficult and hard to keep up. Of course, with a Patreon, of course, with, you know, advertising and marketing and spending nothing but like countless, all my this is what other thing I want to say too about the Patreon shit. I literally am about to switch it over to how much we get paid a month from Patreon, because people really think that I'm a fucking millionaire, and I'm not. I literally don't even make like $100 a month on Patreon. Well, even though I have like 24 people. So you're saying to yourself, you have other people that have Patreon, they're only charging a flat rate of $5. My shit is like 3 tiers: $1, $5, $10. You can't go wrong. I personally, I am waiting for my phone number for the community app, because I'm going to be getting rid of the Patreon. And the only reason why I'm going to be getting rid of the Patreon is because I had to kick out 2 people that were like literal moles. Not the persons that you think of, but I had some random people I've never known in my life. They paid $1, signed up for the Patreon, and then left. They took all the information and left. So I'm like, y'all want to operate that? Wow. That's fucking grimy. I'm like, I could expect that from, it's like, you know, some OnlyFans chicks, because I'm about to start managing some of them. I know that sounds funny, but some 2 chicks heard my commentary about how I would be able to, you know, offer my marketing services for them to properly market their OnlyFans. And now I'm being sought out for that. So It's almost a wrap for you rappers and singers and producers, because you know what? I'm gonna go where my business is appreciated. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, fuck y'all. Honestly,
You know what? That's fucked up. You know what I mean? I mean, you. Oh well, I hadn't even done the promos yet.
oh shit. We
But
just
yeah,
got right into it.
yeah, we just ran right into it. But this, I mean, this right here is the reason why I kind of didn't want to. I mean, not that I'm super smart and can teach people shit, but this is one of the reasons why at first I didn't want to do podcasting and things like that, because people don't want to do the research, but they want free jewels. Unfortunately, when you join the Merciless Cast tomorrow, $1, $5, $10. You know what I'm saying? Get your premium jewels for low price, limited time, because you just sat there and said you're gonna take that shit off. So
Yeah,
jump in while you
I'm
can.
gonna go to community. Once they give me my community number, it's a wrap. You're gonna get text messages from me. You're not gonna get a situation where everybody can see everything.
And it kind of sucks too, because you spent so much money, so much time, so many hours of your life that you could have easily been doing God knows whatever else. And then they take your 5 minutes of jewels and they are now analysts and
Analysts and marketing.
and now they're
Marketing.
marketing analysts and just geniuses. And well, let me show you how to.
Yeah, I can show you how to Dougie.
I still don't know how to do that shit. Anyway,
This was a Minxie though, guys.
oh, that was my move though. That's all shoulders, honey. I got 2 left feet.
I'm wearing a wife beater today, guys, because I just literally, I've been in solidarity because of this fucking president last night.
The one word that I keep seeing pop up on everybody's status: shit show.
Yep. It was horrible.
All up and down Twitter, all over Instagram, Facebook, you name it, shit show.
But I'm just mad. And this is for all like podcasters and radio hosts and just anyone that does interviews in general. That shit show that you guys saw last night should just speak volumes to a lot of you guys, because a lot of you guys that, I've been coaching, I've been also coaching people on, I'm not saying I'm the best interviewer, but a lot of people need work, so I've been coaching people that do interviews and on how to talk and listen and when to interject and when to, give a personal story and shit. Right. And I didn't learn this shit overnight, guys. I actually had to pay to learn this shit too. So last night, the problem is that when you have a forum like that and you have a president like that and you have a person that is, let's say, the guest in the house, you have to have control of that entire situation. There's no reason why, Mr. President, Mr. President, can you let him finish, please? Like that made me lose my interest like faster than Trump himself. Like you had no control over this debate.
If y'all remember the presidential debates back in 1992. Ooh, I sound old as fuck when I just said that. But if y'all remember the presidential debates back in 92, and Ross Perot, Mr. Left Field, out of nowhere decided he wanted to run for president, and the whole time I was, can I finish? Can I finish? Can I finish? That was the debate the whole entire day. Can I finish? He was from Texas, and that's how he talked. Can I finish?
State Police says that they needed Tammy Roman up there.
They need Samuel L. Jackson up in that bitch. Will you please shut the fuck up?
Nene Leakes, she actually came out and said that she wanted to sit with Biden prior to him for the next round, so that she can teach him how to
Nene, no.
She said something about she wanted to teach him how to roast, I'm like, look,
she can't roast. What you roast? This is a presidential debate. This is not Real Housewives of bullshit. Roast. Get the fuck out of here. And her little reads and shit she get from gay people. No offense to gay people.
That was the word that she said. She said she wanted to teach Biden how to read Trump before he goes on to next. I'm like, look,
Them
First,
tired ass reads. She can't.
listen, presidential debates are not to fight. It's to talk about, we'll say this round, you want to be president for another term. You have to prove why and how you were effective as the president for the first 4 years. The presidential candidate that's coming in that's saying, hey, I don't think you did a good job. You know what I'm saying? This is what the debate is about. Now, I
Mhm.
understand that Trump, anybody that feels like, he's not doing a good job or whatever the case may be. I don't really give a fuck about him. Only thing I cared about that entire debate, the entire debate was the fact that they asked him to denounce white supremacy.
Mm.
And this man, not
This,
only did he
this
backpedal,
motherfucker.
homie sat there and said,
Double down.
what the fuck was that?
He doubled down on that. He said, stand back and stand by. Nigga, what?
What does that mean?
Stand back and stand by.
Dude said,
All right.
dude on Twitter said, he says, yo, I'm going to use that. The next time my baby mom's wants to come to me, ask me for some child support, I'm going to tell her to stand back, stand by. I said, what? Yo, it's too early for this. Yo,
Yeah, it's too early. But yeah, you need a little comic relief because of the bullshit that I didn't see any of it. I didn't need to because it was all over social media. And preliminary ratings data estimated 28.82 million people tuned in on broadcast networks ABC, CBS, NBC, and Fox. Way lower than the debate back in 2016 when Trump went against Hillary. But of course, he claims he got very high ratings. Numbers in which the world has never seen.
You've never seen. You've never seen.
Then he says, quote, I think the debate last night was great. We've gotten tremendous reviews. Like, everything with him is numbers. It's not even about the issues. Everything with him is...
See, those are the words that, there's certain words that you hear from people that once the shit hits the fan, you never want to hear again. It's definitely tremendous is one word I never want to hear ever again. We have a tremendous patio. It's going to be like this to me.
Or the term the best.
I hate that fucking word.
The best.
It's the best. Okay. You're not going to find any other ratings this way. We had the best ratings all night. Fucking Mr. Burns ass motherfucker.
You know what? They're like somebody slammed his face in a vat of peanut butter and set it outside for it to dry.
But Biden, you know what? This is the problem. He's sick. I'm like, don't celebrate too early.
Yeah, calm down, relax.
Don't celebrate too early. We know that Trump is not a good elected official for the next 4 years, and neither are you, you fucking pedo. You disgusting motherfucker that touches little girls.
Yeah, we ain't forgot about that.
Like, this is the shit, like, I'm like, okay. Who else? Like, I saw a theory, someone said, Biden's going to announce that he has, and mark my words, as somebody said this in one of these crazy ass Discord servers that now their account is missing. They said the end of October, Biden is going to come out and say that he got COVID. He's going to back out.
Really?
He's going to be real sick. And then Kamala Harris is going to run. I said,
or all of a sudden he might, suffer a stroke or a heart attack or something, maybe.
Well, that would, this is the theory. Because I don't really think, like, in my heart of hearts, I don't think that we are going to have an election.
Why are these old ass men running? Can we get some fresh blood, please? Someone who's 38. Somebody.
Hold on. Yes.
Between 38 and 40.
Huh? What happened?
Oh, boy.
You'll be fine. What happened to her shirt? You dropped the mac and cheese? Oh Oh, it's the end of the world.
She dropped her mac and cheese.
Oh my gosh. She's saying, oh my gosh, I was going to eat that and now it's all gone.
She dropped her mac and cheese. Is that what she said?
She dropped her mac and cheese all over her dress. She's changing her dress. She only likes to wear dresses. Level Scale says Kanye doesn't look so bad now, does he?
I'm still not even. No, he's not even an option at this point. No.
Kanye needs to
No.
chill. Also, he says yes, he owes Big Sean $3 million.
Yeah, I would focus on that instead of running for president.
Is he still like? How come he wasn't at the debate?
They took him off the ballots in plenty in a lot of the states. I don't even think he's even.
I would have loved to see Kanye at the debate.
I wouldn't.
Trump, you're supposed to love me. You're supposed to love me. I'm your brother. I'm your brother. MAGA, MAGA. I'd be like, this motherfucker.
And then he gonna stand in between both of them. These two white people don't care about black people.
Right. And then he's gonna be, what's up, Sneezy? Then he's gonna be like, then he's gonna sit there and say, when I told you I was a god, I meant that. Yes. What? Oh, great. Yay, you got a new different shirt now. Yay.
There she goes.
They were asking if you said hi to everybody yet.
Hi, everybody.
Yay.
Yay. What up, Gino? Gang, gang.
They Sneezy say, hello, little creatures.
Hello, little creatures.
Say hi, Sneezy. What? I don't have, look, remember I told you I hurt my foot earlier? I can't have you sit on my lap because my foot is still throbbing. Yeah, those of you that missed it when we started the show, I actually hurt my foot. I stepped on a razor blade and it's a wrap.
She tried to set a booby trap and failed. No, I'm kidding. She tried to play Home Alone by herself and failed miserably.
The whole razor. The whole thing.
Dog. See, when she say razor, I'm thinking like the little box joints that Pam Grier had in her hair and Foxy Brown. I'm thinking about that.
No, what it was is like, it's like a thin razor that's in like the paper. It's like super thin.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, yikes. That's worse than a paper cut, dog.
Yo, my foot really does feel like I had like an enormous paper cut on my shit. It really does hurt. It's like,
why do paper cuts hurt so fucking much? You could slice your finger with a kitchen knife and it won't hurt as bad as a paper cut.
Because it's so tiny that I read that the nerve endings are like more sensitive because it's super, super tiny.
So you slicing a 2-inch gash in your finger doesn't hurt nearly as much as a tiny ass paper cut?
I don't know what the hell it is. It's even with women, there's certain instances where a woman could get a paper cut in certain regions, not from paper though. And that shit is so super thin that it burns.
Oh yeah. And you want to clean it, but you do not want to put alcohol on it. So you just say, I'll wash it with some soap and water, throw a Band-Aid on and keep moving.
Yeah, I dumped the dude for that. I said, look, yo, this ain't gonna work. What did I do wrong? We're just not proportioned for each other.
Proportioned? What is this, a dinner? What the hell proportioned? What do you mean?
We're just not, it just doesn't work. Yes. What's up? Okay. You know mommy's working, right? So you gotta, chill out. You can't keep opening and closing the door, okay? So yes, for women, it is definitely not fun at all.
It's worse. We go through so much.
We do. That's why I be looking. I'm like, yo, how the hell can these senators and people like that, how they can just make specific laws that govern us? And I'm like, y'all don't even push out no damn kids.
And it's not, and it's as if we don't go through a week-long cycle as it is. A paper cut just throws the whole box of Mortons on the whole thing.
He says, I've been burned by misfiring a gun that exploded in my hand. Damn.
You.
That's best. What was that, recoil or something?
Sound like somebody didn't clean that bad boy. Yikes.
I can imagine.
Mm,
I can certainly imagine.
that's just yo. Check this out. Woman arrested for using 6 children to steal Trump campaign signs. She's due in court at a later date. A woman in upstate New York was arrested Sunday for allegedly using 6 children to steal Trump campaign signs from people's homes. This is wherever Montgomery County is in upstate. Deanna Algarin, 45, is charged with 6 counts of endangering the welfare of a child, criminal possession of stolen property, petty larceny, marijuana possession, as well as 2 citations for seatbelt violations involving children less than 15 years old. All for some stupid ass signs.
Are signs really effective? I've never sat there and said, you know what?
They can be eyesores if you have too many.
That sign on that lawn is going to enforce me to elect this motherfucker.
Paintball guns for everybody. No, I've never around here. You might see them like this sporadically scattered, but you will not go drive a block and see nothing but sign, 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 sign. It's too much.
Yeah, I personally like. I don't. I used to hate, like, when I used to live in Yonkers. My mom's building was a polling place, so I would say, like, our days off, like, it was dope. I lived on the 10th floor, so I would take the elevator down to go down to get my, they had the vending machines and shit. So I used to go down there and it'd be packed. The whole lobby packed, and I'm like, what's going on here? He says, oh, we're just voting. I'm like, here? Fuck.
Really?
Why? Like, my mom's building, like, when I like to break it down, Yonkers, right? When you tell people that you're from a specific city, they all assume that you live in the hood. I could say I have never lived in the hood, maybe in my younger years, when I was like my young adult years, like 23, 24, because I had something to prove, like, yeah, I'm gangster. I could survive in the hood until I'm under my blankets. Like, was that a gunshot or a firecracker?
Right.
This is when I lived in Mount Vernon. So in Yonkers, we lived in a place called Glenwood Gardens. Now,
that sounds real suburby as hell.
It was a 27-story building that oversaw the Hudson River, right near the train station for the Metro North, which was like a direct spot. Like, you paid $7 to get to Manhattan, as opposed to paying $1.75 at the time to take the number trains and shit. Yeah, Sneezy was very nice. We had a terrace. It was a 2-bedroom. Just had all the amenities. And people used to come to my house. They used to think we were rich because we had like a terrace, we had a bar, we had all that stuff. Now,
Ooh, a terrace.
Yeah.
All I had was a front porch.
When DMX and all of them used to come around, Kiss, Jadakiss, all of them, they were on the block over. Now, when you went up the hill and you made that right, was the hood. So you saw Jadakiss out there chilling. You saw, pretty much D Block and all of them. That was like the spot. Yes, D Block Car Wash, State Fleets be knowing. So this is why, like, when I was young, I used to be like, yeah, I live in Yonkers. They'd be like, oh, word, you hang out at Slow Bombs. I'm like, I'm not allowed to go there.
See, we don't have no cool ass places like that around here. We don't have no cool ass people over here either. But see, I can't brag about that.
Well, D Block Car Wash is where you went to go get your weed. You just couldn't.
Once again, we don't have no places like that. I can't brag about that.
You couldn't look. When I became, I think, like 25, I cursed out one of these drug dealers one day. I said, yo. I said, you good? I come home from work. I told this one kid, he had to be about 18, 19. I said, look, let me tell you something. I pulled him to the side. I said, listen, I'm going to pay you for the week. So when I get off this bus, I expect you to give me a handshake and we Gucci. He's like, no problem, miss. I got you. Man, this nigga was dry for like a week. I go up to him. I said, yo, what's going on? He's like, yo, honestly,
Tapped out.
I ain't got it. I said, you ain't got it. I said, what fucking kind of drug dealer are you? So I said, I got to go to Brooklyn to get my shit. Like, I was tight because, this was a convenient dude. So let me tell you how a couple of years later, he was on pack. So he comes to me. He goes, listen, miss, I'm good. I got you. I'll make sure I stop you because I told him, don't give me that fucking, $5 bags. Yo, I don't want no $5 bag. I said, give me the good shit. Yo, let me tell you how this kid, I'm watching the news. I'm like, that looked like my drug dealer. This kid got booked on murder. I'm sitting there like, who the fuck did you kill?
His supplier.
Apparently he was chilling. There was a park called Trevor Park near us, and Trevor Park is like one of those upscale parks. Blah blah blah. So he meant to go meet up with some dude, and dude tried to rob him, and he had a burner and shit. But I'm like, look, you handle business. Now you in jail for the rest of your life. Like, this was a young kid.
And now you can't get no more weed, and now you have to go to the next borough over because your weed man is gone.
Look, I literally said to myself, these are the worst drug dealers of all time. You fucking hit them up. You text them, yo, you good? Yeah, I'll be there 10. Yeah, 10 days later.
10 months, you mean?
I'm like, didn't you get my text? Oh, yeah. I forgot, though. I was playing Fortnite. Oh, really?
Really? You just so happen to conveniently forget that you had to make a drop.
And drug dealers, y'all need to tag these drug dealers because I need to explain this.
No, don't snitch them out.
When you got people, don't snitch them out, but just share the live to them. Listen, when you got people that just got off of work and we trying to chill, and you say you're gonna be here in 10 minutes and you were late, you know what that does to us? Stay Fleet says I just shared it to them. I'm like, you know what that does? It's like you chilling. You're just like, okay, you look at the time. It's 9:53. All right, this motherfucker comes by 10. All right, cool. So I can roll up. All right, then I can eat my food that's been sitting here that's cold now. And you don't even text. You don't even call. You don't even give a courtesy text. And say, look, I can't make it. I'm sorry. Because then, you act like y'all the motherfucker. You are the only people in our phone.
Right. You got a plan B, C, D, E, and F.
Yeah, plan B is always like, oh, I don't ever hear from you. So I heard that you got a new guy. I'm like, you want to make some money today or no?
Right.
So y'all need to get it together because I was like, y'all don't want me to get it. I'll have this shit organized like crazy. What's your PayPal? We don't do Cash App.
You going to PayPal your weed man?
I used to. I was like, I don't do Cash App. I like us PayPal. He goes, PayPal, how you make that work? I said, oh, you just make invoices. Just say they're bracelets or some shit. You good. For auditing purposes.
Listen. That's some smart shit.
DIY bracelets. And, I only charge $5 because we donate the proceeds to some sort of research or some shit. Cannabis research. That's why I want to move to California. Because this shit is legal. You don't have to look over your shoulder. You don't have to think about doing like, oh,
you don't have to go that far.
Yo, you chill it.
Yeah, you don't have to go that far. You don't have to go all the way to Cali.
Yeah. Well, Philo says, why don't you just get a dispensary card? Look, let me just say something to you. I'm scared of that shit. I really think that they want to like take our information. Like, I was like, I don't feel comfortable giving people like my information like that. Like, what's it for? For bud? What? For bud. Now you're a pothead. Okay. And now the state is called on you because you have a kid. And I'm like, yo, I can't take that risk. I say to people, look, if you are a parent and you do the damn thing and you in California, I take my hat off to you. We can't do that shit in New York.
But you can take a road trip to Vermont to where it's legal.
Boston.
Let me look. Only 11 states is legal for
How the fuck is a plant?
recreational usage.
How is a plant illegal? That's the shit that I can't think. I just
It is fully legal in Vermont. And what state is this? Massachusetts.
Stacey says it's the devil's lettuce.
Let's go to Maine and buy up all their weed.
Colorado, Philo says.
Colorado, all of the West Coast except pretty much all of the West Coast except Idaho.
Yeah, that don't make no sense to me. Like why of all the people, especially people that are in jail still. Hold on.
In Wyoming.
Level Scale said a newspaper editor couldn't afford hemp paper, so he did a smear campaign on it. You're allowed up to 30 grams on you in Colorado legally.
And you can grow your own plant, apparently.
I'll make that shit like Audrey too. Suddenly me standing beside me. She just wants her roll up.
Yo. I can't. And I'm not.
Who's got the light? Who's got the light?
Stop.
That's my favorite movie though, by the way.
Cut it out.
Yo, that would be crazy if freaking Redman and Method Man came out with like Little Shop of Horrors 3 Bud Edition.
Who says that's not in the works? Why didn't they do How High 2? Like, they gave us Lil Yachty and was it DC Young Fly? And as much as I love DC Young Fly, that's my guy, but I did not watch that movie because I knew it was going to be nothing like the original part 1.
How High was very funny though.
It very much was.
There's no more like stoner movies like that. Like
it took me my older years to fully appreciate Half Baked.
Yo,
I didn't get it as a youngin', but I got it when I was older.
No, he killed me when he gave the horse that the food and the horse died. Yo, that Grandma's Boy is another cult classic. And I do have some bad news for all people worldwide since it's coming close to my favorite season, which is Halloween. And these motherfuckers done touched the craft.
Yeah, they're doing a remake. Why?
It drops on the 28th.
Why?
I'm very saddened because nothing is ever going to touch the original craft. Ever.
You know, a lot of people, even if they're not into, that type of, witchcraft type stuff, everybody's been saying the same shit. Like, why would you touch a classic? Why would you touch anything that's been made over 20 years ago? Just come up with your own shit.
There are so many writers, authors. Why would you it's like they want to preserve. This is what my thought is. They're trying to preserve original thought because they're saying right now, even with hip hop, songs in the 90s, all those artists that did not have their publishing correct and all that shit, songs in the 90s is one of the most hottest commodities right now because it's the most sampled right now. You have
thank Heatmaker for that.
Yeah, you got people sampling. I think the first real sample, I'm not going to front that I was pissed when I heard it, was Poetic Justice. Because I said, I know that these motherfuckers did not touch Janet Jackson. I know that.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Killed that shit.
Well, it took me a minute to appreciate it. Because
only because Drake was on it.
Well, I like the fact that, at the time I liked Drake at that time. It's just I stopped liking him once I thought that he had something to do with XXX's death. But anyway, I was like, yo.
I actually just tried to speed bump that shit.
I just was like, yo, there's just certain songs you just don't touch. You just don't touch it. Even for myself, when I'm in my lab and I'm playing around with certain samples, like I've been playing around with The Cure, I literally sat back and I said, I'm committing a mortal sin. I should leave this shit alone. I just can't Like certain songs, you like. Don't
That's actually a good topic for us and for our viewers. What are some songs that just should not be touched? Any
stay,
genre.
stay,
Any genre. What song should never be touched for a remake of any kind?
Stay Fleet says that Lauryn Hill song that Drake did, "Shake My Head."
Which one?
End of the Road. He says anything OG Mako related.
You know what? This motherfucker got a mind of a damn elephant. He'll forget shit.
Philo,
I forgot about that nigga. Shit.
so Philo says, Boys to Men. I agree.
Any Boys to Men track should not be remade or made into a remix.
If I hear it right now, Drake touching,
Hey Lover.
no, probably Jagged Edge's Promise.
Nah, I don't see him doing that.
I see him touching that. I do.
I see him touching probably. Oh my gosh, it's so many that he could potentially remake.
Yeah, they just better not touch that. Boys to Men, End of the Road. Yeah, don't touch that. Don't touch that.
They could probably take a few of the instrumental and beef it up some kind of way.
Don't touch DMX is Slipping, or did they touch that already?
Oh hell no, you better not. Let's see.
He says rubbing on my thigh with some ketchup. Sneezy.
The hell?
Nobody better touch. I don't know. Could you hear a remake with like some of the hardcore, like hardcore joint?
Let's see.
Don't touch nothing with Bow Wow. Leave that shit alone.
I said a little Bow Wow. You just don't know the way you move your thing across the floor. Yeah, don't do that. Don't touch that.
Hold on. What the fuck? Really?
Uh-oh.
You're back at it again.
What happened?
No, somebody was sending me of these people talking about, DM artists DM me. So The Game, Fat Joe, and Jadakiss again. Yo, don't fucking pay these niggas, yo. Stop. Don't pay these niggas. I don't care what kind of. Look, a lot of people, like, first of all, I just want to say real briefly, because I'm going to go live at 10 o'clock on Stationhead to talk about this. Oh, no problem, Philo. Yeah, I know. 8 o'clock is the URL shit. I don't mean to say shit, but let me know how it turns out, Philo. So yeah, basically Grizzy Hendrix made a post today that Royce da 5'9" has been threatening him.
Allegedly, or this is
he posted up the video of him calling him out.
Oh boy.
Now the thing is I love Grizzy. You know what I'm saying? I think that Grizzy, I came across him by accident. I kind of missed the face paint though, because it gave me like the Crow vibes, but I tell him that all the time anyway. And I speak to him, here and there.
When I first saw that, he kind of reminded me of Tech Nine.
Yeah. Hold on. Yes.
Coffee.
Yes.
Nope. Gina.
Okay. So, basically, these rappers are coming out and pretty much trying to debunk this whole theory about these mixtape playlist scams. I don't know if perhaps they got control of their accounts again. Who knows? I know that my cousin, John, his shit got hacked. His Twitter account was hacked.
Yeah, I saw that and blocked him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He says he's going to try to get that back, though.
Right. We don't know. I don't know what's going on. Like, I honestly don't know what's going on. My other cousin, he was putting out that he got scammed recently. it's just very sad. It's very sad. It's very unfortunate that you have these so-called pillars in hip hop that are supposed to be looking out for the upcoming, and their accounts are not really coming out and stating the facts. So now Grizzy is posting up on his YouTube page. Y'all could head over to his YouTube, and you could actually hear the threats that this man is making towards him. My whole thing is that if you ain't guilty of nothing,
Why are you threatening me?
exactly. If
Right.
you say Minx, you're a scammer, right? I know I'm not a scammer. I know that sometimes I fall behind in my Patreon, but my Patreon knows that I'm a very busy person and I do the best that I can. But to pay me something and I absolutely don't deliver anything, that's a problem. So
Mhm.
if someone says, Migs, you're a scammer, I ain't going to threaten you. I'm not even going to remotely even come at you and say, who do you think you are? You're just going to hear from my attorney. There's no conversation to be had. If we're talking about
Exactly.
professionalism and slander and inappropriate, conversations and people spreading bad, dirt on your name,
Mhm.
you are a business and a legitimate business. You should understand the laws that are around to protect you and your business. So I ain't going to sit. I'm going to be like, word, my attorney is going to be sending out I'm not even going to tell them. You're just going to receive a DM that's going to say, click this link. And when you open this link, it's going to say, well, here is, that you acknowledged and you signed and got this affidavit. You have been warned that you
Yeah.
need to cease and desist of all conversations pertaining to my name. And then
It-
you don't have to lawyer up.
and then depending on what was said, because I don't know Royce at all, duh. But I don't know like his what's the word I'm looking for? Shoot. Anyway, I don't know if he would be like getting all angry in front of the camera and making physical type threats or legal type threats because stuff like that.
Oh, he was on the camera.
Oh, okay. I mean, because you know how they said that it's against the law to threaten someone over electronic devices and social media. So depending on what's on that video,
He just sounded very, first of all,
Grizzly might have a case like, bro, I accused him of being a scammer, and instead of just sending me to his lawyers, he gets on camera and he's threatening to do this, do,
but here's the
and
thing though.
and you can use that as evidence. You can use that as evidence.
Grizzy never, this is the thing. And I always, and I'm telling like all my people that are talking about this, that you have to be very mindful of how you word things.
Right.
You got to use little friendly words like allegedly and that it's been told or it's been discussed
Air quotes.
online.
I like the air quotes.
Yeah, the air quotes. Grizzy never came out and said, Royce, you're a scammer. What he said was he wanted to talk to him to find out pretty much what was going on. So when you start coming out like, with that mafia, lingo of, we're going to have to settle this. Okay. And then, oh, you better hope I don't see you in public. Oh, that sounds like a threat, dear. So all of us have been, standing behind him and advocating for Grizzy because, Grizzy is putting his career on the line. If potentially this is inaccurate.
Oh, I don't know if you know this. This just in.
Yes, his account was suspended a couple of days ago after he came out and was talking about this shit.
Wow.
So he's only operating on YouTube right now under shadow ban and as well as Instagram. So
Yeah.
this is very serious. Like this is a very serious thing because Royce, if you are not scamming nobody, if you have complete and total control of your accounts, then you need to come forward and say that.
Right.
You're over here entertaining the banter. You're not addressing the problem. And the problem is that we have screenshots of people that paid for a feature $3,500 and then got blocked.
Damn.
So if we have screenshots, then how is that like malicious or lying? You accepted $3,000 from a kid from Cash App and did not deliver. And people are just asking what's going on. Let the person know, hey, we're a little bit backed up, but I got you. It's going to happen. To block the person is wrong. You have people that are getting their money returned back to them. So if people are getting their money returned back to them after Grizzy and several others, including myself, were talking about these playlists, then that means that something is just not accurate about this whole operation.
Ooh, here's a tweet. You said this happened a few days ago, right?
Yes.
Okay, so on the 26th, he tweets, "Please don't ask me to dignify foolishness with a response. I know common sense ends in common, but ... So someone commented, "Snake to 5'9", now scam to 5'9", fuck out of here." I saw people calling him that. I don't know what he did. People say anything for a response. So apparently it's been making the news and making the rounds on Twitter that he's one of the people that's allegedly, or if not even him, someone using his name that's out there scamming folks.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm a part of a lot of different hacker forums, and somebody was going around today requesting for information on how to scrape emails from Instagram.
Mm.
So we know, listen, y'all, I'm going to tell you from my mouth, we know that y'all are trying to figure out who is talking about this shit. They're going after everybody. They're intimidating everybody. They're following people. They're sending them messages and threats to take down shit. Look, we're not scared. We're not scared of you. And this has gotten so big that now you lost control of how many people are talking about this story. So you can't threaten all of us. You can't threaten all of us. You're going to go after the people with the larger platforms. So be with like Grizzy and a couple of other people that are involved. But this is getting out of control, and it's at the point now you threatening people
and getting people's accounts suspended
and addresses. They're finding out addresses.
Oh, they're doxing people now.
Yes.
Wow.
So I'm like, if this is not real, if this is fake, if people are just talking shit, why are you threatening people with information of our personal information? Because some people have families. Some people have children. They're scared. They don't even want to come forward anymore. They're like, look, I don't want my family to get hurt.
That's not a good look.
I'm like, look, the way I look at it, we're going to keep talking about it. We're going to keep talking about it until mainstream news picks it up. And then you're really going to be mad because that's
right.
The thing.
And then it's going to hit your wallets, and then it's going to affect your table because ain't no bread going to be on it.
Right. No bread or anything. And you have lost. Like you are messing up. It's not even the fact that you're taking money from people allegedly. It's not even the fact that you are promising people and placing them on fake and dead mixtapes allegedly. It's the simple fact that you guys are not thinking about your legacy. You are allowing greed to destroy your legacy that you have spent years to build.
A part of me hopes that these artists who are being named in these scams, a part of me hopes that they don't know what's going on and nobody's telling them. I would hate to think that they are actively out there like, yo, this is Jadakiss, this is DMX, this is boo boo boo. Send me your verse. Send me your best beats. Send me. Because like you said, like you always say, nobody's out there touring. So you have to make money somehow. So what do? Listen, I'm trying to put together something. Somebody send me something so we can make some money together.
But I hate to put it this way, but let's look at the reality. And I was very harsh earlier when I said this, but how come it ain't Trippie Redd climbing into DMs? How come it's not Cardi B climbing into DMs? How come it's not Migos climbing into DMs? Why is it all these washed up rappers? Why is it all these, like, who the fuck wakes up and says, "Oh my God, I'm going to go to Spotify and I'm going to bump Jadakiss"? Who does that? Nobody's checking for, look, I'm be honest with you in the most respectful way possible.
I don't know.
Ain't nobody sitting there flocking to listen to no Jadakiss curated playlist.
I don't. I'm saying I don't, but you never know who does.
53
Some people are some hardcore ass Jadakiss fans.
53 people. Look, I grew up with Jadakiss on my block, so I feel like I have more merit to say it than these other people on D Block and stuff that is not denouncing the shit. I don't think that anybody is going to pay $500 to be on a Jadakiss mixtape. These kids don't know who the majority of these consumers now are kids, teens, and young adults between the ages of 16 and 24 years old. 16 and 24-year-old kids don't know who Jadakiss is. They don't understand who Jadakiss is. They don't understand who the Lox was. They don't understand the story behind how Jadakiss and the Lox became D Block. They don't understand none of that shit. So why would you pay $500 to be on a mixtape when the majority of the listeners who are young African American, Hispanic adults are not listening to fucking Jadakiss like that? Now, if it was Trippie Redd that said, listen, y'all, I got a new mixtape and y'all need to get on, I can understand artists paying $500 for that because it's Trippie Redd.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just being honest. And it's no shade to Jadakiss. I'm a fucking old head too. But look, I didn't see DMX putting out no mixtape. I didn't see DMX doing that. I didn't see Method Man doing that. It's only people that are old and washed up, and they're using the remainder of their name to push something. They don't have no merit. Funkmaster Flex, if Funkmaster Flex was to climb into my DMs right now, I would tell him on some dead ass shit, you ain't DJ Drewski. The fuck are you? What can you do for me? What can you do for me? You are old, bruh. It is time for you to hang it up. You need to be doing some weddings and bar mitzvahs.
He's still selling out parties. He's still selling out arenas and shit. So I mean,
I'm gonna go party. I have $10,000 for a budget. Let's get Funk Flex. This mofo drops bombs the whole time. Who the hell is going to hire him?
Actually, and I'm not trying to cape for him at all, but I've seen some of his little live parties and shit. He does talk a lot, but no, he leaves the bombs for the radio show. He just talks all through the shit on his live sets when he's, out on tour.
I ain't paying for that.
Funkmaster Flex, everybody put your phones out. Everybody get your phones out. Put your lights on your phone. Put your lights on your phone. That's how we gonna do it. And then they'll play like the first two bars, and then he cuts the, you know how the DJ hit the fader, and he screams his name all out, Funk Flex, and then he jumps up and but them just be turned.
But it's like, at this point, we have to understand and we have to accept. I think a lot of us have a problem with growth and acceptance of change.
He's like, what, 50?
It is not.
He's what, 50?
Allegedly.
We're going to wear that word out.
Allegedly. Let's be realistic, okay? I keep telling you guys, it is 2020. The music business is not the same as it was. Nope. The overall aspect of how we did business is not the same as it was. Production is not the same as it was. You literally can hum into a mic and make a beat with the technology that we have today. So anybody could be a producer. The whole idea of being original, the whole idea of being unique is no more. Literally fighting for the attention of where people think that fans can be counted. We knew that we had, you knew who had fans from the amount of people that showed up to shows, not the amount of people that are following you on social media. Social media can be faked. You can buy followers. You can buy likes. You can buy views. You can buy impressions. You can buy story views. You can buy story shares. You can buy comments. You can buy verified comments. You can buy anything. So social media, thank you, Art Lover. Art Lover says Flex is 52.
Damn.
You can buy and fake your entire following. So you cannot base your fans on social media. You know how you base your fans? You base your fans on who the fuck is buying merch, who the fuck is buying physical copies. That's your fan base. Now, if you cannot sell merch and you cannot sell physical copies, then you do not have a fan base. And I don't care if you have 352,000 followers on Instagram.
Those are probably fake. But
Of course they're fake. Everything's fake. I'm gonna get it. Actually, that's gonna be a t-shirt. Everything's fake, Walling.
oh, she gonna write that down.
Yes.
Back to the hit maker songs you shouldn't touch. Here's a few that he touched that he should not have.
Oh
you
no.
know, you're gonna love some of these. Let's see. Let's go to page 2. I've heard half of these songs before. He did a song in 2018. Trey Songz featuring Ty Dolla $ign and the Keebler Elf. Called "Shooting Shots," and it was he sampled SWV's "Can We?" Can we get kicking tonight? Jealousy. That's another song that he produced. Artist named Bree Steves. Has anybody heard of her or no? He sampled, and you're gonna love this one. "They Don't Know" by John B. You might want to go listen to that. Look at her face. Let's see what else.
Wait. What? Now look, John.
Let me scroll back up.
I know you did not do that to us.
I don't know who Bree Steves is, but apparently she only had one song, and it was a sample track. Hitmaker.
Well, I know he needs to make money, so I guess that's okay.
It's gonna be, because as long as Hitmaker on there is.
Yo, he must be making mad bread off of his publishing, though. I'm not gonna front.
A lot of artists are. Let's see. Jeremiah had a track in 2018 called "Forever I'm Ready." He sampled 2 hits: "Knocking the Boots" by H-Town and "Be Alright" by Zap. Let's see.
Oh my God. This is you can't touch, yo. There's just certain songs you should not touch.
Let's see. A track he did in 2018 called "Drop" featuring G-Eazy, Black Youngster, and Block Boy JB. He samples "Back That Ass Up." I gotta hear that one because I want to know how. Manny Fresh got that check. Yeah, he's sampled a lot of hits. That's his thing. That's what he does. No. CDC's Halloween guidelines warn against typical trick-or-treating. So guess what? Can't take the kids out.
But they're going to be wearing masks.
Oh, but no, they're not. Listen, no, they can't. The CDC's guidelines group Halloween activities into lower risk, moderate risk, and higher risk buckets. The higher risk category includes both the door-to-door trick-or-treating and events where kids can get treats from the trunks of cars in a big-ass parking lot. Also, no-nos. Indoor haunted houses where people will be crowding and screaming, which could send infectious particles flying. Going on hayrides with people who aren't in your household. If you're going into any fall festivals in rural areas that also carry a risk of spreading the virus that causes COVID-19. Also using alcohol and drugs, but they always say that. You can also organize a small outdoor costume parade where everyone is 6 feet apart. Costume party if people wear a mask and stay 6 feet away from each other. So here's what's going to end up happening.
No Christmas, no Thanksgiving, no New Year's.
cancel Easter next year. Just cancel all the shit. Here's what's going to happen. You decide to take Gina out trick or treating. It's just you and her, right? You're going to have to stand 6 feet away from the person's house. They're going to have to chuck that shit to her bag and hope she catches it. That's what's going to end up happening. She's going to have to yell, trick or treat, and going to have to hold the bag like this to catch it, catch her candy.
You mean to tell me that I cannot be Akasha from Queen of the Damned?
You can, but you can't be around nobody. You have to do your own single person parade.
No, I swear on everything I love, because everybody knows that my favorite holiday is Halloween. I love Halloween. It is
I
my
don't even have a favorite holiday no more.
Look,
I'm
you guys
old.
understand. I love Halloween so much that I really, when Nightmare Before Christmas came out, I cried because I wanted to be in the movie so bad. I said, there's this place called Halloween Town. Oh my fucking God. I just love Halloween that much. Where I still have my Halloween decorations up.
I'm sorry, wait, huh?
I still have my Halloween decorations up.
Still? You mean you left them up from last year?
They've been up for like 5 years. My tablecloth is still my Halloween tablecloth. I just love Halloween that much. That's why I got a little black cat in the back of my neck, because I love Halloween so much. It's my favorite.
I thought my aunt was nuts for decorating her Christmas tree in November and taking that shit down like in April. But you, ma'am, take the cake of leaving up your decorations year round, honey.
I just love it. I don't know what it is. And then hocus pocus all month. Oh my God. I love
It could be Kwanzaa and this bitch got Halloween decorations.
I'll wear my dashiki and shit, but I'll have to wear like Halloween get up too.
She gonna wear a dashiki with a witch's hat, like, mix it up a little bit.
That part. That
topic that you sent me via text.
Sad.
That guy apparently he passed away on the 29th, which was yesterday.
Right.
His name is King Face, aka Larry Henry. He's a rapper, social media star known for his support of Number 45. He was 38 years old, said he was a really deep intellectual and kind man, and this, that, and the bloop, blah, bloop. He knows Candace Owens and this, that, and the third. King Face, he says King Face was suffering from a kidney infection that had spread throughout his whole body and some other personal stuffs.
Allegedly. But there was a different account.
But that's not the whole story. Allegedly.
A different account of what happened.
A woman accuses deceased King Face of giving her HIV.
The HIV.
I'm not. No.
I call it the HIV because the HIV just sounds so scary.
But the HIV sounds.
Well, it's not
like,
hot.
It sounds like Heebie-Jeebies' cousin. Yo, that's my cousin HIV over there.
No, but
Heebie-Jeebie. Oh, that's my cousin HIV. Mm-hmm, he alright. Shit.
So apparently, this gentleman passed away, and you have a woman that's stepping forward that's saying that he infected her with HIV, and that was the real cause of his death. Very sad.
Has she gotten tested, and has that been proven, or what's the deal with that?
Yeah, the first thing she says on the live that she did is she says, "Oh, take your meds, get tested and take your meds." And she's like, "I'm lucky I don't have kids. I feel sorry for any woman that does, because now this man done took your life short." I'm like, damn.
That's not always true too. So she really needs to stop spreading that narrative.
You could live a very long time with HIV.
Very much so. I mean,
But
look
you
at
just
Magic.
You'd rather not have it, but you can still live a normal life. You just have to take your antivirals and do what you're supposed to do. But that's just very unfortunate, Why? Yeah, Sneezy, she did get burned pretty bad. Maybe she, how did they know? I mean, honestly, from my knowledge of when I took microbiology, every person that has HIV has like their own markers. So you would have to test the markers that she has with the deceased for them to see if the origination of that infection came from that deceased person. But if he's deceased, I'm pretty sure that they have a makeup of what kind of HIV he has because there's so many different kinds, just like there's so many different kinds of COVID.
Speaking of speaking of COVID, um, someone that I know, and I'm not going to put him out there because I mean he did it, but I'm not going to tell his business. I mean, we put his name to it anyway. Uh, he made a live and said that he had the symptoms of said COVID and he has tested positive for COVID-19. Listen, y'all, and we all know in this city we all know him. A good majority of us know him. Um, y'all really got to take this shit seriously. And he says he's feeling okay, but he's battling some other things as well. But the fact that the cherry on top that is COVID, is really. He said the way to describe the breathing, it's like every time he inhales, and he used Mike Tyson punching him in the chest. That's how it feels to try to breathe with COVID-19. He said he woke up, couldn't smell or taste anything. He woke up with a 103 fever.
Wow.
So as careful as he usually is, he says he came down with it. Listen, y'all got to take this seriously.
Why would they want to take it seriously? Because we got to go to the club. We have to go do the shows. We have
Hey,
to resume
fuck
life.
that shit.
We have to
Fuck that.
resume life as if nothing has happened.
Listen, this morning I got on the bus on the way to work. I had on my mask. I'm sitting there like looking for the lone seat that no one could sit around me. And this lady gets on the bus. For reasons unknown, she had on gloves similar to these, but they were white. She had on a mask, but it was below her nose. It was like, what the fuck is the point?
Yeah. What would be the point of that?
Like, why are you walking around like you're about to give somebody what's a proctologist? Why would you look like you're about to give an anal exam and you have your mask on below your nose? And then had the nerve to sneeze not once but twice.
Well, this is one of the most important things that I'm pissed off.
I gave her all the side eye.
Oh yeah. The CDC, which I'm very disappointed with, once again, has not come out and said how to boost up our immune systems to be able to fight this virus.
And people that know do suggest to other people to multivitamins, plenty of fluids, zinc, and all that fun stuff. So,
well, Art Lover says a few YouTubers ended up with COVID-19 and they said that they were throwing up from it. Yo,
oh my
I
gosh.
really think I had the shit last year. I really do. Because all of the symptoms and shit that people are saying, like I could not breathe at all. And it was almost like I would breathe and you would hear the, and I'm like, my lungs were whistling and
Yeah.
it hurt. It hurt to cough. I had like a pain in my throat that it wasn't even like a sore throat. It was almost like a fist of pain was in my throat, just sitting there. And every time I swallowed, it was almost like I woke up and aliens implanted like their version of an Adam's apple of pain. And every time I swallowed or my nose was running in the back way,
Yeah.
I would be so afraid to breathe. Like I was literally breathing like this at night. And Gino was like, what's wrong with you? I said, that's the most of my lung capacity. And he's like, no, you need to go to the hospital. And they did the nose swab and all that shit. And they were like, it just seems like you have a viral infection. I said, I have been sick a lot of times. I've had the flu down to pneumonia. I have never felt this sick in my life to the point where I actually remember it.
Mm.
I don't remember when I had the chicken pox. I know that shit was itchy as fuck. I remember being in
I remember when I had chicken pox.
I can remember Like I don't remember being in labor like that. I remember that it was painful, but I'm like, but I can remember everything I felt with this cold. And I know it was fucking COVID.
Question: do kids get chicken pox anymore?
No,
Really?
hold on. We have a new viewer. Hello,
Welcome.
Jazz. Jazz says, new to this. Wait, new to this. How to use this app. Jazz. Hi, Jazz. I'm Minx. This is my partner in crime, 759. Ooh, that rhyme. We should be some fucking rappers. What?
That ship has sailed over here. I don't know what you got going on.
I actually have a song dropping on Friday that I made a beat for last night that I'm so pissed because this fucking bass line is killing me.
Send it to me.
I'll send it to you. I just don't know where I went wrong with it. I think it's the percussion that's fucking it up.
You know what? Just send me the stems. I'll fix it.
For you, I will. Don't sample that either. Art Lover says, my sister.
No, what'd you say? Don't sample that either, because I was just thinking of Monica.
So yes, to Jazz real quick. Listen, all you got to do is swipe left, swipe right, befriend everybody that you see, participate. If you're trying to go live on the app, you're going to need to have a computer or a broadcasting service such as OBS or OBS or your browser. So that's how you can go live, and everyone is fairly nice, and just good luck. There's gamers on here. There's battle rappers on here. There's a lot of great content, and I'm not saying that because they're paying me, but you can get money if people do donate and send you some nice emojis that are worth something. And that's pretty much the functionalities of Caffeine.
You know what? You know what? You remember when we were doing a show on Station Head and someone popped up and said they were new to the app. So I feel like they were like the welcome wagon of sorts.
I love that.
I love that.
Well,
welcome to Caffeine.
Our live stream is actually on the homepage of Caffeine. So we're the first thing that people see when they come onto the app.
Word.
Yeah.
I like. But yeah, welcome to Caffeine. Welcome to the Random Talking Indie Music Show. This show is basically about a bunch of bullshit. No, I'm kidding. We discuss trending topics, current events, news. We dabble in politics a little bit. We try not to go too far left. Minx, all right. Minx is a analytical person. Woke. We try not to delve too deep in that because then people be watching and listening. We also talk about a lot of music news. And Minx also is like a music guru, lawyer type person that knows all the legalese.
I'm the lawyer type beat.
Shut the Johnny Cochran type beat. Somebody actually did that shit. And she provides a lot of the jewels for indie artists as far as marketing, licensing, LLCs, and shit like that. Huh?
I said, I want to know how that sounds now.
What, a Johnny Cochran beat?
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll find it. Somebody made it. Son of a bitch.
Love don't fit. You must have quit.
Hey. Oh shit! You stop. I was with you.
I should have kept going too.
On some Migos type shit. If the glove don't fit, you must have quit. Quit. If the glove don't fit. You must have quit. Quit. Skirt.
Hold on. What happened to the live stream? Oh, these people at Caffeine. These people at Caffeine.
That's that battle rap. Did we tell too much?
I don't know. It says that we're live, but I can't see nothing. It says an error on the broadcast.
Uh-oh. We gotta start it over.
Yo, I hate streaming. Yeah, it says could not broadcast. Try again later. You motherfuckers.
If you don't refresh that bitch.
That's what I'm about to do. And I'm gonna also hit them up in the Discord and say, yo, once again, made us That ain't
Yeah,
right.
right.
That ain't right.
You and I might have to come up with some type of plan.
Yeah. I just went back on them. Yeah, you know what? Because it just seems like Wednesdays, 8 o'clock, um, just don't make no sense. I mean, I would say one thing that's cool. That's cool though. Um, you got surf and turf. What is it? Yeah. See, we're at the top.
Hey, I like.
Yeah. So that don't make no sense, but it's all good. It's every time it's an event that it interrupts other people's streams. I notice.
Uh-huh. Like that time that battle they had and Method Man was there. Really,
Method Man.
as fine as you
Method
are,
Man.
you done fucked up.
We were doing great.
We were doing
great.
wonderful. You just had to show up and fuck it up. But anyway,
What do we have for Retro Wednesdays for today?
I know, right? Did we ever talk about I think it was like a few months ago about Jeffree Star and his new boyfriend?
Oh yeah, we mentioned him. Why? What did he do now?
All right, so apparently the boyfriend that he blasted all over Instagram, this former NBA player. Oh well, he plays for a German team. They're now split, and apparently he's stolen from Jeffree Star. So
Really?
this is nuts. Let's see. Online sleuths were able to match the visible arm tattoos, and they were able to put together that it was this man. But in essence, Jeffree outed him because nobody knew that he was gay or whatnot. And so, well, allegedly, he has stolen from Jeffree, and he put together an Instagram. Hold on. Hold on, go out. There we go. That's the one. Doot. Give me a second.
I'm mad that he outed him though.
Yeah. He was like, listen, since you can't call me, just return the stuff that you stole. If you need a shipping label, just let me know. Just bring me back my stuff. So I don't know what it was that he allegedly stole. But
that was a very short relationship.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
I don't know. A lot of this should be seen in like a publicity stunt.
But someone had posted that they had just seen them two walking out of a gas station together.
What would you do for
for a piece of clout? Yeah.
I'll pimp out my Instagram and tell people to drop their music and links.
Yeah, Jeffree Star. Yeah, hey, since you can't answer the phone right now, can you give me back all the stuff that you stole from my house? What kind of low life fucking scum does that? Give it back. If you need a return label, just ask. Crying, laughing emoji.
Jeffree Star, that's what you get for being fucking messy.
That's exactly what you get for being messy.
You are such a messy bitch.
Messy bitch.
Very, very sad and shameful. Speaking of, I want to just say this real quick. There's a meme going around about how black entertainment, it's now black gay entertainment. My question is this, okay? We as black people have cried and cried and cried and cried for decades about representation that we're still fighting for and we're still crying for. Now, when it comes to black gays, y'all are mad because they are allowing representation of gay men on television shows, etc., etc. Now, me personally, just like anything I see on TV that I don't like, if I don't like it, I turn my head. I change the channel until whatever the scene is over. But you can't get mad about representation. They have to create a way to let people know with the ratings of a show if there is some sort of homosexual scenes involved. This way people can get a fair warning if they just don't want to see that type of things. But to say that this is only, oh, leave it to the black community to emasculate our men and blah. I'm like, look, I don't care either way. If it is a character on the episode, it makes sense for that character to be gay. But you have to understand that we're going into different realms of entertainment now. We have to have representation for transsexuals. We have to have representation for gay people and lesbians. We have to have representation for these things. You can't get mad and say that it's not fair. Black people are not getting this and we're not getting that. But then black people crying about, you know, the rights of gays and transsexuals to be able to be represented in entertainment. Like, come on.
You know what? Black people are going to complain because there's not enough dark-skinned people on a TV show. They're going to complain because you're light-skinned, so therefore you don't fully understand black plight. They're going to complain because people are gay and trans, and oh my gosh, there's an agenda. You're here to emasculate men. If men are getting emasculated through what they see on TV, then who's got the real issue here?
There's a problem there.
There's a big problem. Like, what grown heterosexual man you know will watch an episode of P-Valley and the next day yes, girl, yes, spill tea, what's the tea? No, that's not how that works. You cannot indoctrinate people through TV. You do have the option of turning that bitch off and reading a book.
You do.
Why is it that the black people are the only people that, oh my gosh, look at the messages, look at the agenda. What's the agenda? There is no agenda. It's you making a big deal out of nothing.
Well, as far as an agenda is concerned, you know, they're basically saying that, okay, you know, gay people are taking over. Okay. Well, so are white supremacists. I think that we have a bigger fight here. Black people.
Gay people have been around since the first remix of the Bible. Let's get that out the way.
It has been, and you know what? I'm like, look,
and it'll always be.
And the other thing y'all need to stop doing is you need to stop associating pedophilia with gay people. They have nothing to do with that shit, and y'all are grouping up. That's almost like saying all black people are criminals, or black people are poor, or black people are uneducated, or black people are looking for handouts, or black people are on welfare. You can't generalize that. When you're talking about gay people, I have gay family members, I have lesbian family members, I have gay friends. You know, I don't understand why we are in 2020 and still telling people because you are different from me, it's wrong. Because you worship a different spiritual path, you're wrong. Like, this is what America was supposed to be. It's supposed to be a melting pot of a whole bunch of different traditions that we respected and that we protected. Y'all just want to have, and this is mostly black people I'm talking to right now, because I really think that our problem is that we are focusing our energies on the wrong goals. We're easily distracted on the dumbest shit that is not supposed to get us upset. You have people. I read an article the other day about, you know, a black woman that was a police officer that was murdered in a domestic dispute, leaving her child behind. Okay. Mm-hmm. Leaving her child behind. You had another black cop that was murdered. So yes, we can't say all cops are evil, because you have black cops that are just going to work like the rest of us, that are just trying to pay their bills, that are just trying to put their child through college. So we have to, as Americans, we have to understand that other countries are literally fucking laughing at us. They are
having the best chuckle of their life right now.
They're looking at us. And I read, you know, I don't know if some of y'all go on forums and shit, but have you ever read any forums about what people are saying about Americans?
I can imagine.
Dumb. They're laughing. Do you see what they wanted as a president? Do you see their democracy? Do you see that they don't even have a plan to keep people afloat during this crisis? You have Cuomo in New York that recently just told a bunch of landlords, go fuck yourselves until January.
Wow.
You know what? Like, this is and you know, I personally, I don't like landlords, because I think a lot of people that are landlords and property managers don't know how to do their fucking job. Some of y'all got the karma behind you. Other people that felt like, okay, since we're in the pandemic, I don't have to pay my rent because Cuomo said not to, but you could give something. You could give something. If your rent is $1,700 and you can't afford it, but you have $500 to spare, perhaps maybe you should give the $500 to your landlord and not get that new Xbox or PlayStation. So it's like that you guys, like this whole country, especially New York, you know, it's a problem. We're about to go under. You know, we have more vacancies in New York as apartments and other dwellings than we do any other state. People are leaving New York State. People are going to different places. That's why we're going to Connecticut. Because I had a fuck enough. I had enough. Why are we paying $1,800 and a fucking doorbell can't be fixed?
Or the elevator.
Elevator, doorbell, fucking dog shit outside. I'm like, you got landscapers, right? These mofos are supposed to be taking care of the property, right? You know, these are the things that I look at, property values and all that stuff. Like this is why people are moving away. I think I just said about 38,000 people left New York last month and went to places like Florida, Atlanta, Washington, Delaware, Pennsylvania, like they're Connecticut. They're leaving. They're like, yo, I can't stay here. Anybody that is a landlord right now, if you have a house and your tenants are not paying you, but they're using the water, they're using the heat, they're using electricity, if that's included, and these people are not paying their rent, how are they supposed to pay for that shit? So then what happens? Everything gets cut off because you're coming out of your own pocket. And then what happens? Now people are going to be really homeless. We were not smart as a country. We actually were, because Obama had some shit lined up first in case shit like this happened. And Trump's first thing was, let's get rid of this shit because this could never happen. And now we're still debating. People are still in the White House, Senate floor, wherever, debating if Americans should have stimulus money, if Americans should have income, if Americans should have unemployment. Y'all are still debating this shit, and other countries are getting money every week or so, whether you work or not. And you got other countries that are paying hazard pay to people that have to work and putting their lives in danger to take care of these people. Like, this is the worst country. Yeah, we got freedom, we got liberty, that's great. But how is it freedom if you can't even get justice if you were shot, killed by a cop while you're sleeping at night?
That part.
This is a horrible country. This is one of the worst countries on the planet right now.
This is supposed to be a superpower of a continent, and we are broke. Our deficit is in the gazillions.
Gazillion now.
Like, we can't balance a budget. We owe China our life. We about to fuck around and start World War III because of this fool. There's a lot going on, and all of these other countries, even third world countries, are laughing at us.
Yeah, they're laughing at us like really bad.
And when you have places like, you know, and no disrespect, but when you have places like Haiti and Jamaica and parts of Africa are laughing at us, then you know we fucked up.
Yep.
You know we fucked up. And there's no way to fix it because the hole has been dug since the first president was ever elected, who wasn't George Washington, by the way. But y'all just, I don't know what we could do at this point.
I actually uploaded today. Shout out to MK the Future. Yo, he stay on Twitter. He be posting some real informational things I like about, like, he's a producer. He also does a lot of great production tutorials and talking about different things that have to do with production and music theory. But he had put up the Articles of Confederation, and when the United States became a corporation, it's not a country, it's a business. And it is legitimately like, and that's the other thing y'all got to keep your eye on. Every single day, they are opening and declassifying information. So if they are consistently declassifying information, I think the last thing that they declassified, I'm still getting messages on it, is the fact that, you know, Astral projection is real. Being able to travel the world with just your mind is real.
I
Um,
wish.
it is, yo. I read that entire like 57-page declassified document, and when you read deep into it, it's like you kind of understand why they don't want us, Black folks, to have access to these powers,
And it's not
because
redacted at all. It's just
it's
all out.
it's public. I'll send it to you. I have the PDFs. I
Wow.
read, they said astral projection is real. That the CIA actually wanted to, at the time when they found out about astral projection, they wanted to uh, take it for themselves, like they did with water and other natural resources.
Of course.
Um, they said being, psychic abilities are real. They said that being able to predict the future is real. They declassified all this information. It is not woke talk. It's not woke talk. It's just declassified talk. So if these people suppress this information from us, it makes sense as to why they're fucking with the food. It makes sense as to why they are injecting us with different types of metals and shit. Because if your pineal gland is inactive, you can't access these powers. You can't access that level of those chakras. So that's why they're feeding us poison. They're giving us poison. They're entertaining us and distracting us with poison. Because if mofos were smart, and I'm like, yo, you mean to tell me if I want to go to Vegas right now, all I got to do is meditate and I'll be there? That's it. That's all.
Man,
That's all.
beam me up, Scotty.
That's all you got to do. Why do you think all these like aliens and shit all of a sudden have been visiting us and people are taking out their phones? We're in the house, right? We're in the house, so no one's out.
I've got a bucket list of places that I wish I could just teletransport myself to.
I want to go to the Hoover Dam.
Really?
Yeah, that's on my bucket list.
Ain't on mine. Mm-mm.
I just want to go and see it. Like I just always wanted to go and see it, and I always want to go and see, well, not now, but Russia. I want to always go to Russia for some reason.
Because you want to see that building that everybody wants to see. Because yeah, I wanted to see it too.
Yes, I want to go to Brazil. I want to see the steps. I want to see where these giants were so called laid out. Like I want to go and travel the world, but astral projection save you a lot of money. They say.
I wish I could do some I Dream of Genie type shit and just twinkle, 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 and just be somewhere else chilling.
In this declassified document, they do state that you can do that. We do have the ability. Like what they're basically saying is that we as humans have the ability to do this. If you're not tapped into that, then you can't. You can't smoke a blunt and then think that you're going to go into like the fifth dimension and shit. It doesn't work like that. You have to be in this. So when they're consistently declassifying documents, they even said the third eye, the pineal gland, if you extract this, it actually has a lens. And we have an extra eye and it has a lens. And because we are eating the wrong things, consuming the wrong things, we can't activate it. And this document was so fucking crazy that I literally created Minkstagram just so I can put the PDFs on there because it got taken down like maybe 3 or 4 times on YouTube, on Instagram.
Wow.
So I said, oh, you don't want it on Instagram? So I'm going to put it on Minkstagram. And a lot of people were downloading the documents, the information. They were talking about how being a witch is real. All that shit is real. And the government has the information. And there's a lot of places that you can go to find what's been declassified, even down to Area 51 shit. Which that's shit I'm waiting for. I want to see ET.
Now, I was watching this one show on the History Channel where they talking about what's it called? The Book of Secrets or some shit. And they actually went to Area 51. But the only thing was you can't just drive up in there.
Oh no. No.
And you can go as far as like a certain line. After that, that's it. You ain't getting up in there.
Just like in Grand Theft Auto, when you go up to the military base,
Uh-huh. 4
The
stars on
moment
your
you do it,
ass.
the moment your car even taps, the
What's it called?
fucking
Fort Zancudo.
yeah.
The minute you drive across there, let me see what happens if I cross the street.
And then you see
4
5
stars.
cars. I'm like,
Helicopters. Everybody's shooting at me. What if I just crossed the street?
"Look, it's okay. I'll back out." No, it's okay. You just have to die. You saw too much.
You know too much. You saw too much.
Right.
I actually escaped them once.
Oh yeah, I escape them all the time, but it's just it's just fun trying to attempt to get in that bitch because I finally got in. Actually, I was in a plane and I got in. I just wanted to see what was in there, and yeah, they tried to get me. Oh yeah, and fuck you to the dude last night on Tekken.
Wow.
This
Segue.
listen, this motherfucker on Tekken. I was going like I literally wanted to go through the fucking computer and beat his ass. I'm playing and it was funny because Gina, I'm in my bed, I'm playing on the computer and she's kicking me. So he picked who was it? I said Capoeira. Who Eddie Gordo. So I picked I picked a character that I've never used before, so I just said fuck it, I'm gonna use her, right? Yo, this dude, see Gina put her foot on me. I said, stop kicking me. The dude goes, if you don't like the functions of the game, then maybe you shouldn't play. Now I
Bitch,
forgot
first of
I had
all.
I forgot I had my headset down. So I said, "Oh," I said, "my bad." No, I said, I'm just with my daughter. She just kicked me. My bad. He goes, "I'm just letting you know that Eddie Gordo doesn't work with punches." I was like, "Oh, okay." This motherfucker beat my ass.
He warned you? I gotta get in on that Tekken though. I'm
He's like,
pretty good.
I could try to do the punches if you want. I was like, no, play like you normally would. Don't play nice because you see my avatar and shit and I look gorgeous.
Yeah, no, don't. Oh, look at you. Look at you, Flex.
I
I
just,
look,
I'm just
I
doing
look gorgeous, but I got my ass beat.
got my ass handed to me by a
Mhm.
38-year-old military dude that was bored as fuck. So I said, okay. Then I said, all right, I'm going to get on GTA 5. And that's what I did yesterday. I get on GTA 5. I'm minding my business,
Of course.
minding my motherfucking business. And somebody decides, and I wish I was able to record it, but when you are streaming your Xbox to your computer, you cannot record your stream. I didn't know that.
Sucks.
Fuck OBS. Anyway. So I'm sitting there and playing, and that's what I'm going to start doing. I'm just literally just going to stay on Twitch for my gaming. I tried to do the caffeine thing. It's just not working. So of course I'm playing and this motherfucker comes and hits me with an airplane.
Ah!
I just spawned. I literally just spawned. Looked, it says bounty for the slay. I said, I just spawned. And there's a
And
bounty.
you just died. See, that's why I don't play online. Because I could be sitting there minding my business. I'm just driving around, trying to do some submissions, some bullshit. Don't know what I'm doing, but hey. And next thing you know, I got 6 cars hitting me, shooting at me, popping out my tires, trying to do whatever. I stay away from online.
Or you're chilling, changing your hair, and mofos come into the shop and kill you.
Like, bro, leave me alone.
Like
Seriously, leave me alone.
I knew this shit was getting real because I was in the middle. I was like, oh, I think I want her eyes makeup to look like this. Next thing I know, dude opens the door. He's standing there. So Gino's like, oh, he can't hurt you because you're inside the shop.
Matters none.
He walked up and punched the lady in the face. And then you saw like the whole like screen get regular. And I was like, oh no, they're going to kill me. They fucking threw a grenade and blew my ass up.
Wasted.
It's like, I think that all mental health professionals should say to, when they're doing evaluations, they say, this is the remote. This is a remote for the video game called Grand Theft Auto. I just want to measure your cognitiveness of this game so they can measure how fucked up a lot of y'all are. Like, there is no reason why y'all are kidnapping prostitutes and fucking driving her off of a cliff.
I'm sorry, what?
It's what these dudes do. They get a car, they honk for a prostitute, she gets in, She's like, oh, let's find a nice quiet space, baby. Next thing you know,
He did a tuck and roll and dumped this bitch off a cliff.
I'm on Twitch watching the chick do her thing, and she gets out of the car. He goes, hey guys, I think I want my money back. Kill her. I'm going to kill her. I'm like,
what? Backing out the room slowly.
yo, it's crazy.
I would just like to watch people. I like to watch people live stream their online session. That should be funny as hell. Like, oh my gosh, he just killed me.
It's too much pressure for me. Like I'm playing.
I gotta get in on that Tekken though.
Yeah, you should. It's fun. They have new characters now. You can actually customize them.
I think I have Tekken 6 for the Xbox 360, but I can't play it on the one because it's not backwards compatible. That specific game is not backwards compatible. Fuckers. So I'm gonna have to buy the new Tekken. Whip some ass.
Yeah, they're gonna have to like figure out something because the Stadia shit ain't gonna work out. I took my card off of that shit quick. I ain't paying $99 for no fucking remote, bro. That ain't happening. If I want to play PUBG, I can just play that shit on my mobile. If I want to play Call of Duty, I'm gonna play that shit on my mobile. I don't really need all like a Stadia.
Yo, this is the crazy shit. So, you know the guy, the twins that were doing the live streaming on they were showing the live of a live stream. The guy that was playing, he goes by the name Bando. Well, his gamer tag is Rambo Season. He said that he had gotten shadow banned because he plays on PC, plays Call of Duty on PC. Said he had gotten shadow banned. Next thing you know, his account has been wiped because people have been complaining something about they accused him of cheating. Basically, he's very good to the point that people think that he's cheating, and they got his whole account done for. So he says he's done with Call of Duty. It's some type of anti-cheat bullshit, blah blah. I don't know nothing about this whole game and shit. But
they could do that, but they can't like say something to the people that, like, in my opinion, I think it's cheating when you respawn, you're floating, trying to find a place to land, and mofos snipe you before you hit the ground.
Yeah.
I consider that cheating because I'm like, can I hit the ground first?
Yeah, give me a fair chance to, land before you.
Same shit with Fortnite. These fucking kids, they all figured out the hacks and shit. Like they'll do anything for some V-Bucks. I just get so frustrated because I'm playing, I'm minding my business. Here you come, dressed as Iron Man, and then picking me up and walking around me, killing me slowly. Who wants to watch themselves die slowly like that? Just fucking kill me. just kill me. I'm like, y'all be really on some sinister ass shit.
Just OD with the torture.
Way too. That's why I say now, I would rather, like, if they're going to bring back, and we talk about Retro Wednesday, if they're going to bring back a game, they need to bring back or remake Silent Hill.
Ooh.
Because, the Resident Evil remake wasn't that bad.
That was one of those games I wouldn't play in the dark.
Silent Hill will fuck your mind up.
Buddy.
Silent Hill. And then I go to school. I'm like, hey, guys, you guys are not going to believe this. I finally beat it. They're like, word? Which ending?
There's two.
What do you mean, which ending? The daughter could not be saved. Oh, no, you lost that. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's like those books. For this ending, turn to page 55. For this ending, turn to page 173. And then
Goosebumps.
Yeah.
Goosebumps is famous for that shit. I used to put my finger like, okay, what if I go through the wrong? I am dead now. The book is over. But what would have happened if I didn't touch Slappy? Remember that dummy?
And you still died. However,
still died. But that's why I don't like games with these crazy ass alternative endings. Just give me the ending. Because when I went home, I took the game, I gave it to my cousin. I said, have fun. He goes, you won? I was like, I don't know. I mean, there's nothing more to do. And even I think the worst game that they ever created on PlayStation 2 was Parasite Eve. I don't even know if I won that shit either. I'm like, I got the newspaper clipping and we found the brother and now the brother is dead, but now you're telling me that's not how it's supposed to end.
What a cliffhanger for a video game. Who does that?
Yeah, I think Silent Hill had, like 5 alternative endings.
Nobody got time for that shit. Thank you, Grand Theft Auto, for having 2. And I did both. Well, there were 3 different endings, but I did all 3.
Who did you pick first?
The first time I did it, I killed Trevor.
Why does everybody kill Trevor?
Yeah, the first time I did it, I killed Trevor.
Gino, me and Gino, like this was like a life decision for us as a couple. Kitty says, hello. This was a life decision for us as a couple. I said to him, like when we got towards the end, he's sitting next to me. I said, who are we picking? He says, Trevor. I said, wait, babe.
Yeah.
Michael has to go. Why? He said, why? Michael is friends with, I said,
with Franklin, and he schooled Franklin on everything. But I did kill Michael the second time.
Trevor was my favorite character out of all of them.
He was my favorite character too, but I was like, yo, what would happen?
He reminded me of Beetlejuice, like that core, that core like raunchiness and
I just can't. The fact that I know that he played in The Walking Dead, I just can't get that out of my mind.
I found that out. My sister sent it to me. I said, that's the same dude, and he looks the same. He looks the same.
Yeah, just less methy. Less methy, more hair.
Well, because Gino and I fought about it, I said, we've gotten into a real big fight. And then he's like, I said, you know what? If you're a real man about it, then you pick. He goes, I'm picking Trevor.
Right, kill Trevor.
When he killed Trevor, I didn't talk to him for like 2 days.
Petty.
He's like, hey, babe, I was thinking that you would kill me. Of course.
What the fuck? It's a video game, Minx. Like, bruh.
Babe,
you want to kill Michael? Okay, let's kill Michael. See what happens.
He's like, babe, you know what I want for dinner? I'm like, what? A bad decision? Babe, we're talking about the time that we were having, we had that big dispute about if you should kill Trevor or and wasn't I mad at you for days?
Hey, look, Gino, I killed Trevor too, dog.
Yeah, she killed Trevor too, though.
Yeah, why not? It's a Libra thing, man.
You Libras are evil.
But I did kill Michael too. But I felt bad killing him because he taught Franklin the game. And he made Franklin all that money, except that one time he had to steal the cars and he never got paid from that.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
but no, I killed Trevor's ass first.
Huh?
The mind of me.
Oh my God. So yes, I have the Mind of Minx is being reloaded.
Uh-oh.
The Mind of Minx is being reloaded and it's being
I had stopped mine.
Huh?
I stopped mine. I keep restarting it.
You know, I just can't, I'm not dedicated enough. And that's when Gino was saying to me, he's like, yo, you've been going hard with these emoji heads. I said,
yeah, that's just funny as fuck.
I know. So then I said, yo, I'm going to just do like the Mind of Minx is going to be like different skits that of different emoji characters. So right now, the one that everyone seems to be like loving is the
one with the unicorn head.
That one, yes. And the other one, the two that I posted yesterday, one was about how men bait women on social media to fight in the comments. That one everyone is laughing at. And then the one after that is the official Mind of Minx first episode of the partner bringing in a totally clueless and untalented girl who just wants to be a Fashion Nova model.
Oh my gosh.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, them shits be funny with the background music.
I know.
That's what be sending my ass over the top. I'm like, yo, this bitch is bored.
No, everybody was not, because everyone knows I hate Tekashi, but I said I figured for that particular episode, we needed to have the who's mad, she's mad. And it's like, yeah,
Rat face.
because the dude basically he's writing a bait status like, oh, these bitches are gonna be fighting in the comments, and then he regrets it because now they won't shut the fuck up and his notifications is going crazy. So
I
yeah,
like that. It's
if
funny.
you don't have TikTok, please follow me on TikTok. It's at Minx Couture, so you guys can stay in the mind of Minx, because my mind is crazy. I be coming up with some
Her
crazy
mind
shit.
is fucking nuts.
That's why when I said, yo, when I sent her a TikTok today, guys, of The Sims.
Yo, that shit was funny.
I saw this shit. I said, yo, the only person that's going to appreciate this is 759. I sent it right to her. She's like, yo.
It happened to me a couple days ago. My sim girlfriend and one of his homeboys that went camping, and of course I light a fire. We're all roasting marshmallows. Somebody wanted to throw an extra log on the fire. There's a spark. Next thing you know, the chair's on fire, and everybody's like,
Yo, I'd be like, at what point do they like actually manage themselves? Like, do we have to be God all
and
the
I'm
time?
sitting here hitting extinguish. He can't go here because of the fire. He can't go here because of the fire. He can't go here. But then I called the fire department. Okay, so the fire department comes. I don't ever see them fight the fire. Then all of a sudden, here comes some sexy music, and the firefighters are dancing like they're strip teasing. I kid you the fuck not. I wish I recorded it. But then all of a sudden, I saw the firefighters doing this shit here. I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? If you don't go back there and put that log out, all I heard was whatever sim sexy music they got. And I saw the firefighters doing this here. And I said, yo, what the fuck is this?
Yo, this is why I can't play The Sims no more. I'm
And
like,
everybody's mood lit is like tense as fuck.
this is exactly why I was like, yo,
He said,
these Sims are out of control.
that should be funny as hell. Like, you trying to roast a tofu weenie. Next thing you know, you get caught on fire.
But what's crazy is that Gina, when she comes to me, she talks about these characters like they're real ass people. She's like, Mommy, I was thinking. I was like, what? I really think that Ron really likes Christy. I'm like, they are Sims, Gina.
Oh, but that storyline. Come on, Minx.
She's like, Mommy, if he doesn't start dating her, he's going to find a girlfriend. I'm like, oh, okay, Gina, damn. Like,
Storyline. Get it together.
but now I was like, yeah, the Mind of Minx had to be updated. So if she was out there singing the theme song for Mind of Minx, and Gino came and said, you hear her singing it? I'm like, yes, I hear her singing the theme song. And that was just some random.
That shit's funny as hell.
That shit was just some random theme song that I came up with for the guitar, and just
That sound like some 90s after school special ass type shit right there.
welcome to the Mind of Minx.
and then she had a nerve. And then she got a nerve to put reverb and delay on some of this.
Yeah, I was going hard like it was a real.
And she was really belting that shit. Welcome to the Mind of Minx, Minx, Minx.
Like and subscribe. The last part is supposed to be funny. It's supposed to be like a parody. I go like and subscribe.
Like, what in the TJIF in the 90s type shit is this?
That's what I was going for.
Yeah, exactly what you were going for. Oh, boy. Oh, my goodness. Some funny shit. But,
You have to work tomorrow?
huh?
You have to work tomorrow?
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm off the weekend.
It's 9:16. Just reminding you.
Yeah, so let's just go ahead and get into Retro Wednesday. Like I said, I don't have a lot of stuff, but I got a couple of things I could show you guys. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's see how old you were when you had one of these.
Damn. I was probably like 5, maybe 4.
Maybe 4.
I know I didn't have that case though.
They were all red. Oh no, I never had that case, man. Them joints were just flung everywhere like frisbees.
I was like, hey, what is this? Oh, it's scratched, but I think it shows something. Oh, look, it's Cinderella.
Is it?
Oh no, that's what I would say.
Oh, I gotta say what the.
Art Lover says I was like 6
Oh,
or
those
7.
are animals. This right here is a animal joint.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I had one. I had one in red, and I had the 3D one that came out after that.
Yeah.
Which one did we
I
have?
don't think I had the 3D one.
Yeah,
I've
the 3D
I've
one.
played with one, but I've never had one.
The 3D one actually gave me a stomach ache. I can't look at 3D for some reason.
Oh yeah, some people can't
What is
do
that
it.
called? Vertigo or some shit? I forgot what
Yeah.
it's called. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't look at I can't look like you know how they had the cereal boxes and you had to put your face real close and then step back so the shit could pop out? Yeah, that shit would make me vomit. My mom's like, what the hell?
So you can't do 3D movies and stuff like that at all.
Nah, I put on 3D glasses as a wrap. I faint. For some reason, it messes with my brain.
Jeez. All right. Well,
That's why when Toy Story came out, my family was worried. They're like, I don't think you should watch this. I said, I think it's fine.
you're probably one of the ones that can't read in the car.
Yeah, I can't. I can't
They
look at
actually
the phone.
suggest you don't do that, but
Yeah, I can't look at the phone. As a passenger, I can't look at the phone or anything. Light bright. Yes, I had that.
yeah.
That shit used to scare me as a kid, and I didn't like the way it smelled.
Why are you sniffing it? The fuck is wrong with you?
It just smelled very electronic-y.
It smells electronic.
I remember the commercial, light bright, light bright.
Shine so
I
bright
remember that.
in the night. Da, da, da. Yeah, I'm old. Yeah.
Robert says I wanted one. Yeah, I actually didn't like it. I was like, what is
I
this?
was always threatened to have my shit thrown away. I had a light bright. I had Legos. I had all the shit that mothers don't want to give their kids. Because
We
as
had
soon as,
that.
as soon as they step on it, it's being swept up. But I'm gonna tell y'all the goddamn honest truth. I kept up with my light bright because that was my nightlight. Yeah, that rhymed. I should have been a fucking rapper. But I took my Legos. My mom had a safe deposit box, and she kept her bills and stuff in it. And I kicked her bills out that bitch. It was locked, and I took a it's funny. I took a butter knife and pried that bitch open. Took her bills, threw them bitches out. Took my Legos, put them in. I had a box with my Legos. Now every time she step on one, she wouldn't have to step on one.
Mm.
So
Yeah, Legos are the devil. They were created by the devil. Especially when you step on one in the middle of the night.
like, son of a bitch. All right, all this shit getting thrown away in the morning.
I don't know what's worse, hitting your ankle on the side of the bed or stepping on a Lego.
It's just something about the small Legos or the big blocky joints.
The small ones.
Like the long rectangular bitches. Ooh. No. The sticks. I had the long sticks. They were like this thin.
Yeah.
Like long. Ooh, you step on one of those, you look on the bottom of your foot, you got the little blip, 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 going up your foot.
You fold like you will fold your whole shit. Ah!
Yo, motherfucker.
Even hitting your ankle on the side of that is not as bad as stepping on a Lego.
Oh, I don't know.
I'll try both.
I've done both. No, that edge of the bed definitely hits. You can get over that. You can get over that Lego in 15 minutes. That edge of the bed shit, that's lasting all day.
Art Lover says, and then you lose all the pieces. Yep.
No, you don't lose all the pieces, and your mama threw the bitches away. That's what happened.
Oh yeah. I thought I fucking told you. I'm like, I'm sorry. I do have a question, everybody. I really think we need to roll out these foolery, fuckery, and shenanigans hoodies.
You. Yeah, no, I totally agree. We definitely need to find a vendor that's going to be kind of
I think I found one. I think I found one, and they also print
It's
vinyl.
custom ink, because custom ink at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I haven't checked the prices on these t-shirts, but apparently the hoodie prices have gone up. It went from 38 to $54. I'm not paying $60 for a hoodie.
Damn, we might
So,
ship for that. You can just buy a steam press.
right.
So that's what my plan is. My plan, because this new company that I found, I'm going to reach out to them tomorrow because they also do the vinyls and CDs and USB drives that are customized. They also do t-shirts and hoodies. So I'm gonna hit them up and ask them because I think, because it's becoming hoodie season, I want everybody to rock out with us, with the foolery, fuckery, and shenanigans gear. And, I'm most likely gonna work on that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Get the store back up. Even if we do have to use Spreadshirt, I think what we'll do is we will only use, we'll only use Spreadshirt for the hoodies for foolery, fuckery, and shenanigans because I think that the program that I use is a more higher resolution than what we have been using.
Yeah,
So
most definitely.
what I'll do is this: I'll make the foolery, fuckery, and shenanigans hoodies, and then I'm gonna order it, and then and then I'm gonna take it down, and then I'm gonna wait for it to come. And if we like it, how it looks and the material and all that stuff, then we'll have it available for retail.
Speaking of Spreadshirt, my shirt is hanging in the closet. Okay. Just about faded out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, some shirts. I mean, in the beginning when we were first doing merch, the quality wasn't that great, and
Like
then
your legacy shirt looks good.
yeah, because that for some reason. Oh, you know why? Because it wasn't printed on the shirt. It was actually like you feel it.
Okay.
So when
Okay.
they started laser printing, was when the quality started getting bad.
Yeah, because it's getting to the point. Like it's still super comfortable, but it's almost to the point where the logo's coming off.
Yeah. So most
And
likely,
we don't want to do that to our fans, to our
I mean,
supporters.
Bonfire's not too bad either, but I just think that Bonfire is a little bit too expensive. I mean, I want y'all to rock with us, but not go broke rocking with us. And
Yeah, we're not gonna hit you in the head.
I also want to give away, hoodies and stuff like that. Like that's my next month. Next month manifestation. Every week we're going to be giving away a hoodie. But that means you're going to have to, it's either we cash app you the money and you buy it so you can keep your address to yourself, or you're going to have to give us those deets. And I don't really want anyone to feel uncomfortable giving me their address to mail stuff to.
Yeah.
And I don't want y'all to know mine either.
I definitely don't need y'all stalking. Be like, where is she from?
But however, the LV2, the Merciless apparel is up. I'm just going to launch it on Friday. I just have maybe 2 more shirts to make. And it's all for independent artists. The independent artist line is the money that we're going to be raising to raise awareness about these scams and also hopefully make enough money to give back to people that actually got. You know what I mean?
Right. I still have to get my my mama.
Yeah, we gotta make some 759 merch, yo. We should make some 759 merch.
I gotta do something.
Mama. You saw
it won't be mama. No, it won't be mama.
It'll be
Oh no. But we will come up with something.
By next week we will have it all together. Well, by the first week of October we will have it all together because we definitely want our fans and just our supporters to be able to rock our shit. And once I get I'm putting a new promo on Minx Radio, so we're gonna get to the level where when I post you in the stories, it's actually going to be hitting. So that's the goal. I don't want to charge people for that. People are charging $25 to be in a fucking 24-hour story.
For what?
I'm not resorting to that. Yes, Libra season, art lover. Yes.
Gang, gang.
But
I
any
know the vibes.
any final thoughts? That final thought is probably going to be off the air, though.
It's just so much going on in the world. Y'all, listen. Vote. Please vote. That's all I got.
Wow. Anyway, this was the Random Talking Indie Music Show, ladies and gents.
Yeah.
She's over here passing notes in class and shit. Oh my God, people can't be serious.
You have got to get off this chair.
But yes, to those of you that missed the broadcast, you guys can actually tune in once the live is uploaded to our servers, where again 106 people have downloaded the RTIM last 3 episodes, and we appreciate that so much. We are actually live on Minx Radio right now, but we would love it if you guys can actually share. If you go to, I don't know if you saw it, when you go to Google, you type in Random Talking Indie Music, the first thing that pops up is the podcast.
Yeah.
SEO Queen.
Spirit fingers. But yeah. Yeah, so this concludes our broadcast. We thank y'all for tuning in with us. Like she said, like, share, subscribe. Like and subscribe. But yeah, call them, check on your loved ones. Let them know that you love them. Please practice your safe distancing. Wash your hands, wash your ass. Always wear a mask. And all that fun stuff. We'll be back Monday at 7 p.m. for Minx's Manifestation Monday, or what I like to call Mama Part 2.
Yes.
And also, I don't know what that was for that 2 minutes, but that was kind of weird. It was a little audio. You heard that, right?
Yeah, and my whole shit got kicked off.
What? Again. But yeah, if y'all can't read that small print down below as far as our social handles, we got it in big print for y'all blind motherfuckers. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and on Instagram. I don't know what I was thinking when I put that. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. But yeah, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. We will be sure to follow you, Bite, because that's what we do. And also hit up the Merciless Cast. It may be here after October. It may not. But if you're still trying to get you a few jewels, some scam-free jewels, head on over to the Merciless Cast on Patreon. And also head on over to the Ming Show podcast, which I forgot to introduce at the beginning of the show like I usually do. For the past and current episodes of the Mix Show podcast, this current episode you had Vern on there, right?
Yes.
Yeah, y'all please go check that out. All DSPs and YouTube, please go check that out. And also, when you hit up the minxradio.com, hit that merch tab, get you some Minx Mafia merch, that mama that we like to promote so much of, and also join the hustle culture. If you want to become part of that, all you have to do is send your picture along with your name, your IG handle, your location, a small quote of what you think hustle culture means to you. Send all that over to hustleculturemag@gmail.com, and always support your Black-owned businesses. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram as well.
Yeah.
And yeah. I don't want to go. But a bitch got to get up early in the morning. So peace out to all y'all on Facebook, Caffeine, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. We love y'all. We fuck with y'all the long way. Please download the free Zeno.fm app. It's booming. So yeah, y'all do that. If you can't catch the live stream, the visuals, always follow us on that Zeno FM app. It is free. Just look up Random Talking Indie Music. Well, actually, no. Look up Minx Radio, and both.
No, they can when they type in Talking Indie Music.
Or I'll tap
Everything
pop
pops up
up.
now.
Okay. Yeah, so
Mhm.
type up Random Talking Indie Music Show. We are there. And also the whole Minx Radio conglomerate that Minx got
Don't
going
even
on
say
over here.
that. Don't ever say that. Like, ever.
You don't like the word conglomerate?
Makes me feel like there's a hierarchy and shit. We're all on the same level.
I mean, we all on the same level. Okay. The Minx Radio umbrella. How about that?
That sounds better.
Because you have a lot of stuff brewing and going on up under said umbrella. So, yeah, we'll call it the umbrella.
You know how I feel
Ella,
about that. People are like, hey,
okay.
boss. I'm like, don't ever call me boss.
Yo, boss lady. Yeah, I didn't know that she felt a certain way when I said brought to you by Mixed Radio. She was like, cut that shit out. I'm like,
I,
I'm sorry, Mama. I ain't mean to make you upset, but I love you. I know what Gina told you, but I love you.
but I still love you.
Cuteness overload. But yeah, shout out to our junior program director.
Yes.
I'll give her this from me.
Oh, she's gonna love to see that.
Yeah, give her that. I might surprise her and FaceTime her tomorrow.
You may.
I may, but don't tell her that.
Yeah, I like to leave those things to be excitement for her.
She'll be like, what this bitch FaceTiming me now for? What the hell she want?
She looks forward to it. She loves it.
Oh. All right, y'all. We out this piece till Monday night. We holla at you. Good night.
Good night.